Reading, Seeking a Compass for Life, an Ernest Hemingway short story collection. This essay is written for those who have not yet discovered the joy of reading or who may find books arduous and distant. Often, when people think about knowledge and culture, they imagine something complex and grand, causing self-doubt. However, knowledge and culture are not exclusive to a few. Rather, they are naturally acquired through a deeper understanding of life, broader perspectives of the world, and, ultimately, greater self-awareness. The most effective way to begin this journey is through reading. Today, I would like to introduce a book that can serve as an excellent guide for your first steps: The Short Stories of Ernest Hemingway, by the Nobel Prize-winning writer. You might think, Hemingway. The Nobel Prize. That sounds difficult, but this is far from the truth. In fact, his writing is remarkably concise and clear, inviting readers of all backgrounds into his literary world. His short stories carry profound messages, like a river flowing quietly yet holding depths unseen. This is the charm of Hemingway's short fiction. 1. Ernest Hemingway, a writer who translated life into literature. Ernest Hemingway, 1899–1961, is regarded as one of the greatest writers of the 20th century. His life itself was like a novel. He served as an ambulance driver during World War I and suffered injuries, later reporting on the Spanish Civil War. He hunted in Africa and fished in the Caribbean, braving the wild seas. These dynamic, adventurous experiences are deeply embedded in his literary works. Hemingway did not merely list his experiences. He focused on the most essential moments of life, how humans react and make choices in extreme situations. His characters are often lonely and wounded yet possess strong willpower and dignity. They confront the absurdities and sufferings of life, sometimes even losing, but remain steadfast, continuing their paths with quiet determination. These characters inspire readers, offering deep empathy and the courage to live on. Hemingway's writing style was unique and innovative. He avoided unnecessary adjectives and excessive emotion, instead conveying core ideas clearly and succinctly. This approach is commonly known as the iceberg theory. Like an iceberg, which appears only 10 above water while the vast majority remains hidden beneath the surface, Hemingway's writing seems simple on the surface but contains profound meaning and emotional depth. These restrained yet powerful messages encourage readers to interpret the subtext, fostering deeper contemplation. 2. Hemingway's short stories full of reflection and meaning. Hemingway's short story collection is filled with precious gems, brief yet intense narratives. While each story is independent, they universally explore themes such as life and death, love and loss, bravery and despair, as well as the connection between humans and nature. Let's explore a few representative stories to glimpse this world. A. Reflections on suffering, loss, and loneliness. A Clean, Well-Lighted Place. A short story featuring an old man and two waiters at a late-night cafe. The old man sits at a clean, well-lit cafe, drinking and unable to sleep. Why does he stay here? The waiters don't understand him and find him troubling. Yet one waiter recognizes the old man's loneliness and realizes his own need for a clean, well-lighted place in the darkness of nothingness. This story poignantly captures the fundamental human loneliness and anxiety, as well as the longing for comfort in a clean, well-lighted space. Through this narrative, we learn that sometimes, nothing at all can bring great comfort. Indian Camp. This story follows young Nick Adams and his father, a doctor, as they witness birth and a tragic event at an Indian camp. Nick experiences both the violence and beauty of life through his innocent eyes. The narrative reveals the harshness and tenderness of life, exposing the fragile dignity and vulnerability of human beings. Through Nick's perspective, readers indirectly sense the complex emotions of adults and share in the shock of confronting life's darker sides for the first time. Be it courage, dignity, and the struggle against reality. The Snows of Kilimanjaro. A writer named Harry, injured in Africa's Kilimanjaro region, waits for death. As he nears the end, he reflects on his life, regretting unfulfilled works and compromises made along the way. This story raises deep questions about how humans evaluate their lives in the face of death and what value we should pursue. It reminds us that courage is not just physical strength but also the inner resolve to confront our own weaknesses directly. The Killers. Two hired killers visit a small-town restaurant to kill a boxer named Ole. Despite knowing his fate, Ole accepts it passively, waiting for death. Hemingway coolly portrays humanity's varied reactions to despair, fate, and violence. Amid life's absurdities and human helplessness, some demonstrate grace under pressure, accepting their fate with calm dignity. C. Connection with nature, healing, and inner growth. Big Two-Hearted River. After returning home from the war, a young man named Nick Adams uses fishing to heal his wounds and find inner peace. He organizes his complicated emotions through simple actions and finds stability in the natural order. This story shows how individuals recover from loss and pain, rediscovering balance in life. Focusing on small, immediate tasks rather than complex thoughts, he finds mental peace, a lesson that resonates with modern readers. In addition to these stories, Hemingway's short story collection is full of diverse characters and their narratives. Despite differences in setting and individuals, they all address universal human questions. While reading these stories, you may occasionally feel sorrow, anger, or discover small glimmers of hope. 3. Lessons from Hemingway's short stories. Now, let's discuss how this book might influence your life. Beyond reading, Hemingway's writing offers many insights. Broaden your perspective. Hemingway's short stories present the lives and struggles of various characters. Through their joys and sorrows, we gain broader understanding of ourselves and others. We realize that people lead diverse lives and face personal struggles. This understanding fosters empathy and expands our worldview. Reflect on life's essence. Hemingway focuses not on the superficial but on life's hidden core values. His characters often face extreme situations, where traits like courage, dignity, and patience are tested. Through these stories, we question ourselves: what values do I pursue in my life? What is truly important? We learn to simplify complex problems and focus on life's essential elements. Appreciate the power and beauty of writing. Hemingway's style is remarkably concise yet deeply meaningful. His method of removing unnecessary words and conveying only the essential is insightful for communication in daily life. We learn that sometimes silence and restrained expression can have greater impact than excessive words. This insight goes beyond writing. It teaches effective ways to convey thoughts and emotions clearly. Discover inner strength. Hemingway's characters often face loneliness and wounds but never give up easily. They accept their fate quietly or seek small hope in despair. This resilience can apply to our own lives. We often face unexpected difficulties and setbacks, but recalling the courage and recovery shown by Hemingway's characters can help us discover our own inner strength and rise again. Experience the joy of reading. Most importantly, this book will show you that reading is not a dull or difficult activity. Hemingway's short stories are concise and easy to read, each leaving a clear message and lasting impression. As you read each story, you'll find yourself drawn into the narrative, sharing in the characters' joys and sorrows, and gaining new insights. This is the greatest gift that reading offers. 4. How should you read this book? Here are a few suggestions for those less familiar with reading. 1. Don't aim to understand everything from the start. There's no need to feel pressured to grasp all the meanings immediately. Follow the story's flow and feel the characters' emotions. At first, it might feel unfamiliar, but through repeated readings or discussions with others, you may discover new meanings. 2. Look up what you're curious about. Don't hesitate to use your smartphone or the internet to look up unfamiliar words or background information. This process of curiosity itself is a joyful way to build knowledge. 3. Mark meaningful passages. Underline or write notes on striking sentences or thoughts that come to mind. These marks will help revive your memories and encourage deeper thinking when you revisit the book. 4. Focus on your own thoughts and feelings. It's more important to concentrate on how you feel and what you think while reading than to decipher what the author intended. Reading is a dialogue between the writer and the reader, and finding your own meaning is the most valuable experience. Conclusion. Dear readers, knowledge and culture are not obstacles you must overcome to reach. They begin with a single book in your hands. Hemingway's short stories offers more than just narratives. It imparts profound insights into life's truths and the essence of human existence. His concise yet powerful prose will serve as an excellent compass, guiding you into the new world of reading. Through this book, you will learn to remain courageous amidst life's hardships and find your personal light even in loneliness. Most importantly, you will directly experience the intellectual joy and emotional fulfillment that reading brings. Do not hesitate, pick up Hemingway's short stories now. As you turn each page, you'll find new worlds opening up, awakening the dormant possibilities within you. I invite you to this beautiful journey of reading.